frame rate is doing all right. We're fine. I don't know. Hey Kai. Hey Leroy. Hey Brima. Frame rate struggling a little bit, but that's okay. Hopefully everybody doing excellent these strange hours. Yesterday I was thinking about streaming, but realized my host was going to be getting off work at like 1 o'clock, and it was like 11 o'clock, and I was like, what's the point of streaming if I'm going to be live for like, you know, an hour? Get like 2 games in and be like, alright guys, peace out. Morning, yes, Caramel, indeed. Very much my the equivalent of streamer morning. Never seen a fitting morning type time. First, like the stream. Thank you, Dima. Someone's got to break that barrier now. Yeah, honestly, my main thing is just the fact that I'm trying to figure out how much I can get away with in regards to frame rate right now. So right now my PC feels a little bit sluggish compared to what it was, but maybe I'm just hallucinating. Magical hair. I feel like you're just making up terms for whenever I actually have like high pitched hair, because I feel like I'm not actually like having any volume in my hair today. You just started a minute ago? I did indeed. Yeah, I like literally just hit 5. So if you guys have noties on, you probably would have seen that. Would have timestamped my start time. Yeah, this just feels like. Yeah, the frame rate technically, according to my actual PC, is 144 right now, so I should be fine. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just used to 240 or something, but it just feels wrong to play at this frame rate. I've been playing Rocket League. How do I get that video looking so I can play better? What do you mean the video looking? I'm in a different area. Yes, I'm on vacation visiting my friend in a different city in Texas. So I'm playing on my mobile setup, which is basically just my gaming laptop. I'm still multi-streaming, weirdly enough. I'm surprised I'm actually allowed to do that on a weaker PC, but either way. Oh, that's not what I want. So yeah, we're trying to get used to this. We're also playing like much earlier, so there's a lot of things going off on this stream, but that's okay. Gosh, dang it, dude. Also, I've not been playing nearly as much recently, so forgive the jank in my mechs as I try to reallocate myself back towards an actually acceptable skill tier right now. No. I'm just going to blame the setup. Also, I learned Roller Coaster Tycoon has a game for the Switch. It was at GameStop the other day, and I saw it, and I was like, hey, oh. And I bought that. I bought that still. That-ish. I'm not gonna lie, controls are very iffy around the edges. Roller Coaster Tycoon is definitely meant to be played with like a mouse and keyboard. That's just me. Your video settings to get Rocket League looking like what? What do you mean, get Rocket League to look like? I've been playing a rocket lens. I've been playing Rocket League. How do I get that video looking? I'm very lost at what you mean. The video looking, like improve your graphics quality. That's not really on the game. It's more on like what system you're playing on. Right now, for example, I'm on like the lowest possible settings available on my laptop to make sure I squeeze out like every inch of frame rate as I'm streaming or multi-streaming on this laptop. You know, so just trying to slowly warm up so we can get into games. I don't know how how long I'm going to be streaming today, but you know, hopefully we get a decent stream going before I have to go back to my regular setup. Leave tomorrow night. We'll figure that out. Hi, JD. JD, congrats on making RLCS. Get your render debug on in-game. Huh? See, indeed, Rise, I will be seeing you there. Yeah, that just got announced. What's your laptop specs? I want to say this laptop, it's 144 hertz monitor with a 360, an RTX 360, I think, and an Intel i7, something around like the 9000 tier, I think. Oh God, I'm playing twos. Forgot that I have to queue both in the daytime. Okay, my first redirect is a silver, excellent. Yeah, so basically the games going on right now with my laptop are more so just like, it feels a little bit janky, just like a little bit. But for the most part, it's fine. Where are you? I am in Houston, where I normally live in Plano. Come on. Oh, hello. I wasn't even looking there. You can put the debug output on. Hold on, Dust. I'm going to read that in a second. Maybe that could help frame rate a little bit. I mean, it says 144, but it's also one of those things where it's like your frame rate can show something, and then when you're actually like streaming, your streaming software, like because your like graphics card is a little bit like under hassle, it sometimes like will be like, oh, actually, you're not getting that. You put the debug output on, and it shows you the frame pacing and frame rate. That way you can easily tell if it's the hardware. I mean, I do have like the regular frame stuff going on. Right now, it says in game I'm hitting like 125 frames. So it feels like it's probably something. I feel like yesterday I was getting like good 144. But maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was mistaken. Rise, thank you for the Prime sub. As always, appreciate you. Oh. Yeah, I figured you'd probably get that one, but I was like, nah, let's just see if he screws up. It is only GC2, after all. Okay. Train before matches? Always. People just go into ranked raw. It just felt different. Or they're just young and can get away with that stuff. I feel like sometimes I can't do that. Maybe if I was streaming at a normal time. I feel like my brain isn't quite awake yet, even though I've been waking up like much earlier, several days in a row. Kind of riding that high back to a normal sleep schedule. You know? These guys are just psychos. They're just going for absolutely everything under the sun. Wait, no, I wanted to not land there. I subbed in this account too. Please don't sub on multiple accounts if it's just going to be the one person watching. Just inflates my sub numbers artificially. That's not the juicing we like. The only juicing I like involves a blender. Drinking delicious grape juice. You guys, I feel like I used to like apple juice and grape juice until I realized how much just sugar is like inherently in a lot of fruit. And now we're just like in this weird thing where it's like, people are like, don't drink soda, it's unhealthy, drink like more healthy stuff. And then you like look at fruit juice and it's just like basically like drinking a freaking Frosty. You're like, oh, I didn't realize, I forgot grapes and apples just have a lot of sugar in them. But it's natural sugar, it's still sugar though. Yellow. That's kind of awkward. Also, my frame rate is on 111 right now. I don't know how my frame rate just keeps going down, personally. Very lost what's happening right here. Apologies for everyone if the quality is not what it used to be. First time I saw you play twos. Yeah, I don't play a lot of twos on stream. Oh, thank God, he almost got that underneath. I'm back. Welcome back, Sweaty Beast. Hi, Banana King. How are you doing? How are the bananas? Also, we got announced for our LAN cast in Arlington, the Esports Stadium. Oh my God, Ibonic actually had that one. I legitimately didn't think he was good enough. Sugar or not, I'll drink apple juice over soda. It just tastes better. I don't know. The biggest issue I have with a lot of apple juice is it's like too sweet. And my biggest beef with soda is people are like, I don't understand how you guys can enjoy diet soda over regular soda. And I'm like, low-key, the biggest thing that diet soda doesn't have is that it's not, like, syrupy. That's, like, my biggest issue with drinking actual soda when someone serves it to me. As I taste it, it literally tastes like it's almost like a slurry because it's so syrupy. It's like drinking Aunt Jemima's syrup or whatever. Or Miss Butterworth, whatever generic national brand. Oh, it's a contradiction. Whatever large brand syrup you subscribe to. Or just get that light because I don't really have a shot. That was very risky, but I got away with it because I'm really attractive. Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh, he bonked me. That's kind of rude that I beat both of them. Yeah, we did it. Oh, my FPS is getting absolutely stomped on right now. Lunch stream, let's go. What's up, Daco? Hey, Crazy Gold Train. Hopefully you're doing excellent today. Apple chloride is the shit. 50% apple juice, 50% carbonated water. See, I feel like that'd be fine if you like watered it down. Like that's the main thing that is kind of nice. I will say the one thing that does not work super well is being watered down is, do you guys, I don't know if Europe has this, G2, like not the esport org, I think that's what it's still called. Like the more watery Gatorade, that is like definitely worse in my mind. My mom used to love Gatorade, but she only would want to drink
Busy and can't stay, but
String
I
Day,
hope
thank you
you
for
had a
the reset.
wonderful day. Hey, that rhymed.
You're a poet, and you weren't even aware of it, String Daddy. You're on 2s, put it on 3s. I mean, it is literally 1:47 on a school day. I don't know how many 3s games I'm going to get. When we streamed the other day, we were literally... we're actually queuing both 3s and 2s right now. So I felt like I was queuing yesterday, and I physically could not find a game at a certain point in 3s. So I started queuing 2s, and I actually started getting games. So we're going to queue both and see what we get. But we'll maybe try toggling it to just 3s after this one. That's over. It's fine. Oh, it's not fine. Yeah, you know what? My bad, Kevin. I thought you were faster back. It's spring break. Is it, though? Well, not for everyone. May 24th. I feel like spring break is earlier in May, or earlier in April, not in, like, late April. Ooh. Hi, Andros. I'm Diamond. Any tips? Yes. Hi, Pradar. If you're Diamond, you should be learning how to fast arrow more consistently and playing off the wall, specifically by catching the ball and keeping it close on possession and not just hitting it as hard as humanly possible every single time. Oh, nice little landing, Kevin. Oh. These people just simply do not want the bowl. Ready? Got the clear, Kevin. You got it. You got it. You got it. You don't got it, homie. Okay, we got it. I reject my previous statement. Turns out we did, in fact, got it. Okay, I was like, I see him pre-jumping. I'm just going to hit it low and hope for the best. I'm GC3 but can't progress. It's fine. GC3 is more about decision making anyway. It's about actually doing something good with the ball rather than just getting to it quickly. It's the biggest issue people have, in my opinion, with playing at GC2 and then getting into GC3. Like half the time GC3 is like in Ex-Ssl games are decided because someone took a risk and it didn't pay off or something. Or it's just like someone makes a mistake, but that's obvious. You play at a higher level, you don't make mistakes, or you want to minimize those. At least for me in 3 is like the biggest game changer for me noticing is my getting to Ex-Ssl was basically just I was making a lot smarter decisions, and more importantly, I was playing with confidence. The moment you're like, oh, is this the right decision? You're going to lose that game, like 100%. Like, the more you hesitate on your reads, the more you're going to just get destroyed. Oh, whoops. That's off the touch one. Thank you, Kevin. Oh, boy. See, that's not fun when you hit me off the wall, all right? Oh, wow. Nice shot. I did not realize it was that open. I started turning to get out. I didn't think that guy would just leave the ball. What's your rank? Right now, we're like GC2. Don't play a lot of 2s. And 3s were also kind of low, but that's also just because of a conflation of many factors. This rank is strange. These players are playing very slow right now. We should get used to that. What can I do right now? I would say if you're trying to learn what to do better at GC3 and you're still struggling to rank up, okay, I kind of dimed him that, is specifically start training yourself when you're seeing certain reads to say, okay, this is the read I should be going for, and if it's not working out, looking at your replays and figuring out, okay, what is going wrong in these reads, and really what is the disconnect. Because sometimes you are making like a good read, but you're doing it too slow. That's actually the biggest thing that I think I see a lot in GC2, GC3 players that are like wondering why they're struggling, is like they make a good decision, but they're taking too long to make the decision. So then it turns into double commit. And they're like, why are they doubling? It's like, it's because you're not going. Like, making a decision fast isn't just always about deciding to go, it's about knowing when not to go. There's a lot of people who like linger. I call it buffering. It's kind of like watching a video and you're just like loading. Oh, now I'm going to go. And granted, in GC2 and 3, it's not like you're loading for like 7 seconds before you go. But sometimes it's just long enough where you're just like, homie, what are we doing? Like, like just make a decision. Half the time, the play moves so fast, you can't be reacting to your teammates. You're just looking at them quickly on a glance and being like, okay, now I go. And then you move on from there, you know? All right. I like the take there, Kevin. Really got to it. That should roll, right? Oh, that's fine. No one pay attention to the fact that I completely missed that boost. No one pay attention to the fact that I have absolutely no boost. Wait. Okay, he just whiffed. On for it. Well, I have no advice for you in one's SSL. I've never actually grinded ones enough to get even close to SSL on that. Calling buffering that my brain must be a real media player. Just hit the ball in the opponent's net. I mean, that is also a valid strategy for everything. Guten Abend. It's almost bedtime. How are you? It's almost bedtime. What are you talking about? It is 8 o'clock. What is your healthy schedule? What in the healthy schedule are you talking about, Zero? Getting a lot of random DMs. The lands I got hired for. We're getting the production Discord, so all the casters are shit posting in the Discord. Freaking out like, we're so excited! Oh my god, it's happening this week! Ah! I'm just like, yeah. It do be happening. SMW plays, hello. What's your favorite mechanic? I'd say an air dribble. When you just like glue a ball to your car, it's just super satisfying, I feel like. At least that's how I feel about it. I rushed that one too much on the first. Wait. CDK? Nice. How to get out of silver. Ibrahim, I've given you probably 900 different tips, 900 different times on how to get out of silver. And each time you've said, uh-huh. And now you're like, still looking for advice? What are you talking about, bro? If you're looking to a way to get out of silver, you should play the game more. More specifically, you should be doing the silver and bronze custom training on hitting the ball consistently. And if you're wondering why you still can't rank up, then you're probably not hitting the ball consistently. I cannot stress enough that if anyone's stuck in silver or below, you're just not hitting the ball. Like, you are struggling to drive in straight lines and hit the ball. That is literally the only requisite of gold. Alright. Zach gets that stolen. I get a double, and we are not close enough. On fourth. was a nice little pinch there. I chased my Sens and ranked up to Silver 3. That's very nice. Did you lower your Sens? Because I would recommend you should probably have a very low Sens when you're starting off in the ranks. I had a clip that'll go on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, I was actually planning on not doing anything interesting this entire stream, but that's good advice. Ooh. People act like they tell me that. I don't know if it's a demand or like a wish. Like, man, I hope you hit something, instead of just like, hey, I got some crazy career advice for you. I think you should hit something interesting that people would want to watch. It's like, no. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, CBK, I'm sorry. I saw you turn. I was like, oh, in the half rotation? You want the pass? Probably should have just slapped it at his face hole instead of lobbing in front of said hole in the face. That's a goal. Just kidding. Oh, just kidding again. Hi, Lays. The official snack of Chad. I heard today is Among Us Day. No. Captain Dildar, that sounds like a filthy lie that was propagated. Like I'm not really sure what you're trying to get at by spamming Osama bin Laden in there. Very 2008 memes of you. You know what'll really get to these guys? Referencing a historical figure that died over a decade ago. I was going to say need boost, and then I realized you actually know I don't have any boosts based on the name tag. Hashtag new updates. Hashtag epic partner. You want to take that? Oh. I don't really know why he was shadowing underneath my touch, if not for him waiting for me to touch it. Interesting. I'm a bomb. Very interesting of you to say. I could potentially see you being the bomb, you know, like life of the party. But being physically a bomb feels like it's not really something someone should aspire to or even be in general. Alrighty. Today is never Among Us Day. Is Among Us even like a thing? Do people still play that game, or have we moved on? Has society progressed past the need for Among Us, is the real question. Because that's my main thing. I'm just going to blame my frame rate on that last one. We're dipping occasionally below 130 into like 120, and then occasionally we'll dip for some reason into 90. And for some reason, I will be completely abandoned right here. CBK, you feeling okay? Usually when I take a 50, I jump. Highly unfortunate. All right, Views, you want to not touch that? Aw, see, homie, that's not what you want to do, because there's nobody there. We're overthinking it, chat. A classic solo queue mentality. It's one of those things that in isolation for someone not paying attention is a good idea. But ultimately, you're taking away a wide open bounce just to hit the ball across the goal to someone who isn't there. No, bad bounce. It's okay, wide open. Oh, that's a shame. Well, we tried, chat. We certainly did. Oh, he donked it. That's sad. He's missing that, by the way. Because... Oh. Sad. Do you have a Discord? What in the brain rot? Is this SSL? No, it is not. This is very much below SSL. I'm also playing on a setup that apparently is half the frame rate of what I normally am at. So there's going to be many things that will cause this stream to be insufficient. The Sidemen still play Among Us? Okay, so it is a thing. So it is still a thing. Bin is the first person present for to be in German, so his name is Osama is Laden, which is also funny because Laden is the verb of loading, so I guess it is Osama is loading. Things you can only do when it's a written word and not pronounced. Can you add me? I do not add anybody that I do not know. Are you going to SSL today? Absolutely not. The setup is not sufficient for me to play at an SSL level. I'm just going to say that right now. Because a lot of people will say, well, actually, like, you can play well in anything if you put a good player in front of a good thing. I don't believe that's true. I've played on many different things, and I will say the #1 thing that improved my life was going from 60 FPS to 144 FPS. Like, oof. I feel like a lot of people, wait, do you have a Discord? I didn't hear it. Yes, Lays. !Discord should give you a link to that. But yeah, we'll see. Right now we're in a little bit of a weird situation with our frame rate. We'll figure things out eventually. Hopefully our brains will adapt. Which is why, for all the people on Twitch, you might be seeing a little bit of a debugging in the top right, just because I want to be able to spectate what my frame rate is moment to moment. So I know potentially what triggers it. I'm on very low details, but I think part of it is also that I'm streaming to YouTube and YouTube. Or Twitch and YouTube, so potentially that might be impacting things, because if it's all on my graphics card, maybe my graphics card is struggling to stream to 2 sources and also play the game, you know, at a decent rate. That should have been a goal first off from me. Hello from Serbia. Hello. Interesting. Okay. What desk do you use for streaming? I just bought a desk the other day off Amazon. This one I'm literally just on like an old table. I'm not actually on a desk. I'm also sitting in a wooden chair with a towel on the butt so that my butt does not hurt sitting in a wood chair for several hours playing this game. Whether that's an improvement, who really knows? Maybe the pain of the wooden chair keeps you focused in, you know? That's a goal, sure. The link doesn't work. It should. It's a permalink. Weird. I will check in on that. I wish I was that towel, no cap. AO? Wait, Caramello? What? Heat check? Congrats to you, because I have a new tier of membership, which is just called Danger Taco's Butt Towel. $50 a month to be sat on next land. Wait, what? Exclusive access. Also available only to the first 3 members who choose to subscribe to that level. Nice pass. Solid! We had that for free in 2022. That is true, yeah. Zoctor did get... Wait, Zoctor, actually, did I sit on you at LAN? I don't remember if I did. We probably sat. Either I sat on you or you sat on me at some point. Wow, this is just tragic. This is actually the definition of traumatic. Just had to watch it happen. Oh, that's not usually how we do that. Okay. No, views, no one likes you. You have no friends. All your family pretends to like you just because you're family and they're obligated to like you. Oh, stealing my boost like that. Yikers. Yikers! Oh no, Issa! That's like right to you! What happened? Oh no! That was like still so playable even with 0 boost. That's a shame. Anyway. Can't win them all, I say, after losing my 3rd straight game. Okay. I did not expect that to jump for that one. That's a weird one. Alright, hit that off the sidewall, right? Right? You feel me? You feel me? Tap it from the sidewall, even better. Lofty, hit that to me. Alright, I popped it up because I thought Views was going to go immediately, but he actually went off the ceiling, so very smart of him. Anyway, you want to... Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. You need a clip that goes on YouTube Shorts. Wow. You guys really out here telling me my job description. Hey, Mr. Accountant, could you put things into spreadsheets and balance budgets? Thank you. It's like, oh, well, that's kind of like their whole job, but okay. Good to have that reminder every once in a while. Oh, I thought you were going to maybe get for a bump there. I don't know. Knowing how defense works this rank, I was about to say, I'm like, that's probably a goal, and if the other team didn't butcher that one shot, probably would have been. Didn't know if Lofty was going to have the bare bones awareness to get back on that one. You know what, just leave it. Just leave it. Is that a turn? You want it? No? Okay. You have micromanagers in chat? Maybe. Oh. And that is kind of like what micromanagers do be doing. Unfortunate. Okay, unbelievable. If you can make that happen, I'll be at Worlds. Caramel, are you actually interested in going to Worlds? Because Worlds is 40 minutes away from me, so I'm totally there. I don't know. I kind of just want to get out of this game. All right, we're going to queue down just a little bit. On top of me and Zales in the back of that very tight Uber. You sat on top of me and Zales in the back of that tight. I did do that. Well, it was like more like to the side. We were like just crunched into the back of that like sedan. That was a good point. Ibrahim and Leroy, please quit your non-existent beefing. This is a very classic YouTube chat beef, where one person's like, yo, you're mad. And the other person's like, no, I'm not mad. And then you're like, nah, you're mad. It's like, no, I'm not mad. It's like, you're so mad. It's like, well, no, I'm mad. They think I'm mad. And then the person's like, see, you're mad. Like, we could just not do that. Start my own business to get away from that. Working and operating from home. 40 minutes is too far. All right, Mr. German with a lot of public transportation. That's actually good. I will say it's a little weird because, like, you know, unlike other developed countries, the fact that I can't just be like, can I hop on a train right from this major frickin' city to this other major frickin' city? They're like, absolutely not. Why would you ever assume that was an option? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Like, yeah, you should instead spend like $50 on an Uber. Maybe even more. Alrighty, love that. Kind of waiting for that to actually connect. No shot, bro. I mean, I'm just trying to kill you, am I dead? Alright. I can't believe this dude just did not want to be deceased. No, I knew he was catching it. I didn't know how low he was going with it, though. All right, I'm just playing this like I'm a psycho because I don't think I've seen our third infuse actually go for ball yet, so, you know, blame me on that one. Why is everything so slow? Oh, that last one, I was looking at two different people on blue team waiting to go for it, and then they just didn't go. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll go, and then they went. So I'm like, all right. Let's just trust our instincts, chat. Even if it's a bad idea, we're just going to see what happens when we just go for a ball that we trust is ours, all right? Doing a speed run of getting banned. All right. That's okay. As long as Views doesn't get beat here. Excellent job, Views. You're so attractive. Oh, okay, that works. Alright, giveaway. Somehow a shot on target. Interesting. Okay. Alright, there's a lot going on here. Good call, Tiago. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Children gonna children at times. They were warned at plenty of opportunities. I think people just like generally don't understand the concept of like chat guidelines. Like some people just generally don't feel like ever trying to create a better community, you know? It's about actually just like not doing things, not because you physically cannot, like I am restricting your freedom. It's literally just like, how about you do it just because everyone else hates you when you do it, you know? You don't have a subscription ticket up there to like actual public transit? Zero, you lived in the US. You know that's not how things work here. Especially in a red state that does not believe in investing in public goods. Oh. Oh my god, he was playing my bump. Okay, that's fine. Alright, we're trying to put that down line. Put it a little too far away from CBK. That's CBK. Oh, I was just trying to stay in front of it, but he decided to hit it down. A wise decision, I suppose. Oh, views. You double those. You do not double those. Import. Again, Chad, I gotta get back to my psycho move set of just going for any ball that I feel like I want to. And then seeing if that works. Yeah, try to take a 50 on that, because I saw the first guy getting the outside lane, and then the other guy being right down the middle. Throw ong ong. Indeed. Oh wow, he actually got to. I thought he flipped too far. Low key. He's not really paying attention. Oh no. Imagine if we lose now, he says. Tempting fate. Pre-jump it. Go. Go, CBK. Why are you letting him get a flip reset? Okay, we're good. Oh no, there's Thiago Fernandez, and then there is a Tadeo Fernandez. You missed. I did advance. One of the hilarious ways of playing earlier in the day affects your brain. The average number of goals will decrease due to boost meters. I don't know about that. Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed the most the more I'm doing these daytime streams, is like my brain is operating at like 70% of what it normally is, despite the fact that I actually have 100 milligrams of caffeine in here right now. So it's not tired, it's not actually being tired. All I know about the brain and sleep science is that that's really the main difference here that I'm dealing with, is that I'm, well, outside of the obviously performance aspects, it just, you know, can't really play the same when you're playing at a time you're not used to. Circadian rhythm takes many weeks to recalibrate. I'm going to try to keep this healthy sleep schedule for the rest of the week, though, I'm not going to lie. Then we'll just have to stream this slightly later evening once we get back to our normal setup. I was scrolling through r/soccer and learned that there's a reporter for goal.com that I share a name with. Time to make the parody account. Hey, Dawson Dainty. I don't know what you're putting in chat, but if it's too many symbols or too many emotes in a row, or in one message, probably going to get needed. I'm already a joke, though? Wow. Well, imagine you could be a multifaceted joke. I just realized I'm not doing that. I think I have Instant Suite off on this setup. They've been building new super hospitals here in Denmark for years. The overspending is crazy. Obviously, much of it is because of Corona and the war in Ukraine, but still billions are going in. into this air. I mean, yeah, it's kind of weird to have that much money, but also it's like, it's one of those things that doesn't sound like a good investment until it actually is needed. And then it's like, oh, that's nice. And if they truly don't use some of the wings, then they can just turn off power to that section of the building. Then they're not spending money on it. You know, RUDT, I'm doing all right. It's weird streaming in the daytime. I'm trying to get back to a normal schedule of streams, but I'm on a kind of vacation right now, which I haven't been on in quite some time. So we're taking a little bit of a break. I've also not uploaded on TikTok. Oh, by the way, speaking of TikTok, everybody, I'm glad I didn't stress that platform because it might just be dunzo in the in the US. What the heck? Oh. Can you do a musty flick simple? Let's see if we can get it before this game goes off. Oh, that felt pretty good. YouTube chat not showing up in the overlay. Who cares? Just kidding. It's because I have to log into the website on Restream and then actually actively add the overlay. And since I am not Superman, he scrubs theme song. I don't feel like doing that. If it really bothers people on Twitch, I will actively go into the chat and do that. Whoa, you were right next to me. Oh no, that was not what I anticipated out of that counter. Cool, nice goal. Do you have any videos that you recommend or any will work for getting out of silver? Getting out of silver is just playing more consistently. Do more custom training in 3-play. Learning how to power shot is probably the first thing that's important outside of like basic aerials of just like jumping and leaning back while boosting. But like hitting the ball right after it bounces without flipping into it or anything is probably the #1 way to score. Literally just boop, single little jump. It's like the single most effective way of scoring because nobody in silver can go forward. And if you're wondering, well, I know how to do that, I just can't score consistently. It's probably because you physically can't drive in a straight line and hit the ball. That is 99% of what makes silver silvers. Good bomb. Oh, that's a deflection. I didn't start it, bro. Hey, Ibrahim and Leroy, I can't express to you this in more simplistic terms. Shut up. I can't express to you just how much I need you guys to shut up. There's no such beef. There's no reason to be angry. You both got timed out because you're arguing about a problem you guys both were joking about. Now just please move on with your day. My lord. And if it's still not decided, next time you guys are in person at an event, I will monitor a fight between you guys in which the winner gets to stay in the chat and the other one gets, I don't know, what's a put to death. I don't know, that works. That's how I send on my YouTube beats. That's why I used to have more mods, but most of them were lost in the battles. Someone was like, I don't agree with that mod judgment, and then they fought to the death, and unfortunately my mods were just weaker. But that's how you improve a mod core, by getting better fighters. Oh. Alright, Prism, I pre-jump you. You're still up? What do you mean up? If you're used to a nighttime stream, that doesn't. I've not streamed since the nighttime. I'm on vacation, so I'm streaming during the daytime. I've been live for like under an hour. Yeah, unfortunately not much, so we're just gonna lob it into your post and see what happens. Nice attack, or at least I thought it was. Oh, okay. Good catch. I thought he would hit it. What rank are you right now? This is only GC2 right now. Oh. Well, see, this is the problem. Right there, my brain was like, okay, Hill's going to land on it for 50. Okay, he's not. Okay, well, that's cool. I'll just hit it hard onto the near side. And realized it was actually wide open. Did not realize it was that wide open. Oh, no. Diamond? Yeah, this is very much diamond. The way I'm playing, at least. You're telling me all those times Doc timed me out is for his quota? Yeah. Scooby-Doo, baby boo. I'm sorry, what? Dude asked for a sign, but he spelled it S-I-O-G-G-N. That's a lot. There's a lot going on there. But we will get Prism his sign. Don't worry, I got you, BB. My super fan Prism. I have kind of gotten to the point where I don't know if people are joking or not with signs, so I'm just like, sure, I'll sign whatever. Signed by Danger Taco Heart. Post. Excellent. Can I get a sign too if I'm in your game, Shaq? You're starting again. Ibrahim, stop talking to Leroy. Leroy, stop talking to Ibrahim. That's just gonna be my new rule. You guys are getting put in timeout. You can both watch the stream, but on separate rooms. Timeout, bro. How about you both just shut up? What wasn't clear about earlier when I said both of you just need to shut up? Just stop talking about each other, or to each other, or at each other, or around each other. It's so simple. It's such a simple problem to solve. Yeah, Leroy. Ibrahima, get timed out for 24 hours. I literally just said for both of you to stop. Ibrahim, I'll see you tomorrow, homie, all right? Oh my gosh. You don't, they just don't get it. Just don't get it. Yes, doctor. 11-year-old does explain a lot. It's just like, why are you making a beef out of nothing? Some person goes, ha, you're mad. And you're like, I'm not mad. And then you decided to go to war for 87 years. This is exactly what happened in medieval times before the internet, too, probably. What the? That sort of buzzing sound that scared me. How does signing work? So on Steam, there's a Steam profile. So if you're playing on Steam, you can be like, hey, can you sign? And then there's comments basically on your profile. And basically someone just goes in there and leaves a comment like signed by blah, 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 or hey, GG, man, or whatever. Usually it's just meant for friends to post meme messages, which is what mine is, because they're closed now. Or it's for people to come in and be like, you're the worst player I've ever met. I hope you explode into a million pieces. So. Yes, Doctor, we tend to ignore that until people admit or fail to admit that they're joking. You know what I mean? Look at the good news. Yeah, I know. See, Leroy is technically not new. Leroy has been in here under a actual account, but for some reason they're on a Leroy account, which I'm assuming is probably their parent or something. Baba Booey. Hey, Mega Beatrix. How you doing? So this is part of why I was queuing 2s earlier, chat, because in the middle of the day, on a weekday in the US, people are not playing 3v3. there's just nobody here! Sign now, bros robbing me in broad day. Okay, wow, I have to sign Shaq now, alright. Let's see, where's Shaq's account? Shaq literally had the sign out for the Steam points. Last on 2 days ago, damn, Shaq is not gamed at all. Don't worry, I got you, Shaq. See, in broad daylight, I will sign. Actually, hold on. Let's look at this profile real quick. He's got almost 7,000. He's putting in 64 hours past 2 in Rocket League. Nice. He also has 7.4. Wow, he just like me for real. He plays 7,000 hours of one game, and then like he has like under 10 and everything else. Crazy. Signed by Danger Taco Ellie. Oh my gosh. Wait, his profile is also signed by Shaq. Is that problematic? Probably. How? Genuinely confused how my FPS in 2v2 goes lower than it does in 3v3. Like, there's literally 2 less cars to render, and for some reason, during the middle of some of these 2v2 games, I'm hitting like 80 FPS. Like, why am I at 80? Like, seriously, why am I at 80? What's going on here? Oh my god. My frame rate is going all over the place. What's going on? As I jump for that, my car just kind of like bobbled a bit. I can't really explain it. This game is all over the place. Jesus. I promise I have played this game before. I'm just going to assume this is a 2v2 thing, considering I am at 50 ping and this game, the frame rate is actually going in the red for most of the time. I miss my home setup so much, chat. Can't wait. Can't wait to be back in the lovely embraces of our usual place. Shaver? Sure. That should be wide open. This isn't live, huh? Hey, Plaid Activities, this is very much live. Why do people think that someone would upload a stream of fake live? What is that? Who would do that? Genuinely. Try to uncap. Yeah, maybe that'll work, but I don't know. It's getting weird. I've seen it before. That's such a weird thing. So how does that work? Does someone just loop a thing over and over? I mean, the overlay is different, though, when it's a live stream versus just a short. That's why I'm confused. Like, it doesn't say, it's not just like a live stream. All right, these guys are just simply better. I'd rather take a 5-minute timeout than continue to play that 2v2 game. Anyway, let's see what it's like. Yeah, let's try uncapped, sure. All right, now we're hitting like 155, except we're getting a lot of frame drop in general. Look at that. For those in Twitch chat, you can see a little bit of that. That is all red right now. That is going all over the place. All right, let's just ignore it and see how it looks. Right, oh my god, I have completely different workshop maps, I just realized. Sadly, people actually do. I've seen it on Twitch. What do you mean Twitch? Wait, a fake stream on Twitch? Isn't that completely discoverable because people just look like it just looks terrible? Like, what's a Twitch stream? How would you ever pull off a live stream for long if you just put it on a loop and then ignore chat? That would only work if you had like literally thousands of viewers. But if you have like 10 to 100 and people are actually chatting like at a calm pace and they're not reading a single chat or reacting to a single thing chat says, that'd be kind of easily discoverable. That to me is the number one thing. If they're not reading chat and they're not actually responding to something for like 5 full minutes, then it's like, okay, this is not actually a thing. It's discoverable, but I guess they need them hours. I mean, that's the thing though, is like watch hours for live streams, they count, but like you're not going to get a lot of watch hours if people aren't at least tuning in for a little bit. I just feel like that's a cringy way to do it. I don't know, I feel like that's very indicative of someone who doesn't have good content. Like, if you're actually just faking a live stream because you can't be bothered to do it yourself, I mean, what are you doing with your life, homie? Really? I can't imagine someone who does that as like an incredible artist, you know? Like someone who actually really likes to give people some like entertaining gameplay or like create like interesting videos that you'd want to like watch and tune into. Oh, not saying that I'm like a wizard with that stuff, but like it's still saying like at least I'm like giving you something to react to when I'm chatting with you guys, you know? It'd be very strange if I didn't. You're cracked with this? Well, thank you. Good way to learn how to air roll. Also, thank you, Shaq, for the uncap. According to my in-game performance, it's yike, but frame rate definitely looks a lot better right now, so... Kind of weird that I have a 144 Hz monitor and I'm putting it at 144 and the game is like... like freaking like gasping for air trying to like hit 144. Like, homie, you're fine. Like, if you're capable of 180, you should probably just go ahead and do that. Yeah, this is way better. I mean, granted, this is not online, so, oh, well. Nope. I don't know, I just can't even imagine not even, like, bothering to stream and do fake streams just to get watch hours. It's like, I don't know. Well, now I'm tempted to find a way to fake a live stream. and see how long it takes for people to discover it. Just as a test to see like what's going on. I'll obviously turn off monetization and everything. Just be like, Honestly, I'm gonna be pretty resentful if I do that. Like upload like an old stream. Like upload an old stream and then just like put it on live as like a video. And then people are just gonna be like, hey, this video had 1 trillion people tune in. You're like, God dang. I hate it when I'm not even doing the liveness and people are still tuning in and watching. More so. People are just donating me like thousands of dollars in super chat. And then I'm just like, oh cool, I am now a remote streamer. Or I'm just an automated account. Once they catch on, you switch off of it. Hello, yes, this is live. Yeah, I was playing a video up until Plat Activity goes, I think this is a fake live. And then I'm like, no, this is me. The reading name tag, Danger Taco. Yep, that's me, Danger Taco. Don't worry, I am most certainly both real and a human. Both of those simultaneously. What was the YouTuber, the Quebbly or whatever, that actually made he trained an AI model on his own face and voice and just made a YouTube channel that's completely AI generated? And he was like, look at this cool advancement in AI. And everyone was like, bro, you're corny AF for this. And he's like, what? You just don't understand how cool this is. I'm like, I mean, the fact that you're making money off a channel that is absolutely none of your actual effort. Yeah, I guess that's interesting, but like, he basically made an AI React channel that technically is using his face and like a deep fake of his face, using his real voice through an AI filter, and then like a deep fake trained on his face. So technically, it wasn't like him like making a brand new avatar, but I was just like, I don't know, man, that's just corny to make something that like manufactured. I think I did that fast enough where I'm not gonna be able to queue. Maybe not. All right, cool. Working the system big time. Yes. And Megabeat Tricks. Hello, Taco. Question for you. Is it bad that I'm working on 3 skills at once? Right now I'm working on speed flipping on kickoff, half flipping, and air dribbling. You stuck in gold 3. I would say you should not be focusing on anything except for half flipping at that rank. I'm gonna be straight up with you, home slice. The biggest issue a lot of players have when they're like in gold is that you guys came up in the era of people posting like flip resets and air dribbles, and you're like, oh, those are the things you need to work on. No, when you are like a gold or a plat, you need to learn how to aerial toward the ball and drive straight, and that's about it. And I know that sounds really reductive, like I'm better than that, but I'm gonna be honest with you, you're not good enough to air dribble yet, and you're definitely not good enough to half flip or do anything advanced. You should be working on specifically touching the ball with power and aerially. Half flipping is like just a basic thing that probably at your rank you'll really only need for kickoffs. But other than that, like, you don't really need much. Speed flipping is also another good thing to do, but again, I don't think it's a mechanic that you're going to be able to easily grasp if you're struggling with half flipping, which I would say is like the very first button combo mechanic that you learn in this game, you know? Passive income. Yeah, that's actually the better term for it. It is very much passive income. So I would love it if we could clear the ball. I don't know what's going on here. Let's watch this again, Tokyo. I'm for it. Good power shots, practice that so much. I mean, you can do a lot with power shots. It's an important thing to know. I find it weird how many golds are like, I can't flip reset. Any tips? I'm like, well, my first tip is to stop trying this. The more balls you touch, the more ways you touch them, the better you are. This is the future liberals want, exactly. That's what I talk about in progressive media camps, is just how to improve all of our mechanics at once. And then people are like, hey, this is like about politics. And I'm like, oh, believe me, I am also talking about that. I'm talking about a new future, reforged civilization, one where every man, regardless of rank, can speed flip and engage in breezes. Oh. Oh. Bonk. Beast. Bang. Okay, that was a whiff, but the way that got saved is hilarious. I was like, okay, I whiffed, but I got the double, it's fine. And then my teammate exiting out of the goal. That's really funny. That's my bad. Oh my god. Can one of my mods marker clip that so I have a actual something of that? That's really stupid. Okay. They're really taking their time on that one. I don't know if I need to thought on that. Teammate had a good enough approach, sure. That should be goal, right? Not for it. Okay, I'll leave that for Beast. No, what a read by Lenard. I really thought I'd get away with that. Bonk. That's... Oh, okay. Man, I love that near post. It didn't have enough power anyway, but still. Duck it. Bro. Thank you. I love that left post. I just want to remind you that you came home yesterday and forgot your panties here. Ciao, bro. Oh, so they're Hanes my ways, not panties. Thank you, Beast, for not doubling on that. That was kind of massive and very manly and cool of you. Okay, you got that. Tokyo, just kidding. I'm gonna leave that for you. Oh no! You also went on the wall! Okay, we're good. Okay, I don't know if this is my BB Tokyo. I don't think it is, but not playing like it. What a shame! Unfortunately. Thought my teammate was back enough to get that backward. And he kind of was, but he's rotating directly into goal, which is unfortunate. Yeah, that's fine. I did not have that second one. Playnab was already pre-jumping me after I got the weak first touch. Oh, did he get demoed? Yeah, he did. Unfortunate. Alright, Beast, I trust that you can get a fifth man. You leave? Husky. How you doing? Husky, I forgot to, I don't know if I remember asking you, are you interested in the World Championship this year? Going back to Fort Worth? The World CS? Well, that was physically not in the air. Okay, fine. The fact that Zen uses transit speed camera of 1 sounds completely unreal. I mean, I use my 1.7 and I enjoy it. Yeah, people who actually like have it at like, it actually hurts my brain. Interesting, D. I think it would be a blast. Also, the weird thing of having a blast in charge is we're actually doing talent announcements now. So we're being announced apparently in Split 2 of our LCS. We are bringing back T-Bates and Jorby. Which then begs the question, with no cuts to have them replaced, why even cut people in the first place? If there's still budget available for 2 additional people with no cut to anyone else? So many questions, Chad. Also really thought that those cuts would be potentially, you know, used to try to change things up, but I guess we're just going to cut people just to add in the same people back. Because what's the point of having anybody else get a shot, he says, seething. Nah, it's fine. Jorby and T-Bates are definitely like the people that people are most vocally like confused about. Not to say Corelli and the company were not, but it was more so like, I felt like a lot of people on Reddit were freaking out about Jorby. To a certain point where if you guys watched RLCS, Jorby like was overwhelmingly getting spammed in the chat. Like, bring Jorby back, Jorby, just going on and on. The thing is, if Jorby, or if T-Bates and Gibbs are doing NA, does that mean they have 2 analysts? I'd have to think one of them is going to go to EU. Feels weird to like have NA, EU has absolutely no desk analysts, and you have 2 people who are both desk analysts for NA. Like, it would just seem like such a waste of timing. Because I also don't know how much EU that T-Bates would want to do, considering he is a law student, and I don't know if his schedule would allow him to do morning shows like that. So I think like on the Eastern time, it's like 10 a.m. or something for EU shows for RLCS. Or maybe he just couldn't do Friday. Maybe him and Gibbs are going to trade off. Who freaking knows anymore, chat? Oh, that's very confusing. There's a lot going on here. Can I play with you? Nope. I do not play with people or add people I do not know. It's just that simple. Oh, I thought the guy that was crossing in front was gonna try to 50 that. Guess that didn't work. Like, how long do you think ground play will get me? Just being able to like flick and dribble? Probably through gold. I'm gonna be dead ass. If you're good enough at one thing, you can definitely get out. Like, the fact that, I mean, I have a whole YouTube series about me playing on KBM. The fact that I can get on KBM for the first time ever and get to like diamond and plat means that you really do not need a lot of mechanics. You just need to be able to hit the ball consistently and generally know, I would say, could be effective in terms of your movement. And on a lot of that cases, that, oh man, got that slightly lighter so we could get a double. Landed a bit too close. But yeah, a lot of people who get stuck in those lower ranks, I think, are just not nearly as consistent as they need to be. Or they're just ball chasing straight up. Johnny Boy needs to get fired. He can't keep his bias out of his casting. In fact, he needs his bias. I wouldn't say Johnny Boy needs to get fired. All those people, as long as they're actually like doing the casting job well, will be fine. Like, I genuinely don't know what it would take to get fired at this point from LCS. I'm not saying that they're doing terribly and they need to be fired. I'm just saying, like, a lot of other esports teams just kind of like make arbitrary changes to like bring in other talent, but RLCS feels like very much like there's this group that came in at the beginning and everybody else, and then everybody else just has to wait until the first crew of RLCS either dies or decides they don't want to do it anymore. The only exception is Lawler, who actively was told that you were fired because one person apparently at Sonics had beef with him or something. Or at least that's like one of the stories I've been told. Oh, gosh dang it. Bad catch. Gosh heck. You want to get that prison? Oh, that's not what I had in mind. Alrighty. Again, chat, I'm just going to ball chase anything I think is worth my time, because that seems to be the only way that sometimes these balls are going to get accessed. You know, accessing balls, important part of Rocket League. Interesting. Close one. Follow-up is there? No? Good job. Let's go. Passing. Oh! Giants by pet peeve. Not even for bias, just smarminess. Quitting would probably be enough. I wouldn't employ someone who quit. Being true. I would say I don't have actually a beef with any of the casters. All the casters do well. There are some people that used to be very inconsistent in terms of, at least in my opinion, their prep work. Didn't feel like they were really like as knowledgeable as they probably should be, but honestly, I feel like ever since Blast took over and it showed that everybody is on the chopping block if they're not careful, I think they've all like really been very careful about that. I wouldn't necessarily, because I can't say for certain if anyone got complacent or they weren't putting an effort, but it did definitely feel like there were some casts where I'm just like, the analysis on desk would be like, yeah, I mean, this team is like, they're good, but like, are they? And I'm like, you want to talk about results or like player stats? Like you have like every statistic possible at your fingertips and we're not using it. Like, what are we doing here? But then ever since Blast took over and they cut out like even familiar favorites, I feel like every cast, people have been like locked TF in to make sure that they're not looking like they're just mailing it in. Which, frankly, I don't think it should take that. The biggest thing that I always was taught from coming up in casting is that when you get a casting gig, you're not only casting for an audience of people judging your talent, but you're also casting, in a way, in front of everybody that you got chosen over. Like, I can't imagine a more yikes situation than losing a game, or losing a game, because I've never lost. But I can't imagine a more awkward moment than casting a series poorly, and then having someone that didn't get the job watch that and be like, are you for real right now? Like, you're actually, like, not taking this seriously? That's just like a middle finger to those people, straight up. And I would never want to be that type of talent. So I think it's really important to keep that in mind at all times if you're casting, or really doing anything in the public eye. Like, you do it your absolute best. It's not just like, oh, well, I have this in the bag. It's like, well, just insulting to everyone who didn't get those opportunities. Hello, Trevor. Hey, Branislav. Can I be a mod, please, I'm guessing is what you're saying? No. That's not how things work. Why does everyone want to be a mod immediately? You guys just want the wrench. You just want to stand out. Wait. Rank? This right now is GC2, which is probably a little bit higher than this, but we're not only playing on a mobile setup, but we're also playing at a very different hour than we're normally playing at. So just trying to get used to everything again. That should be gold, right? Wide open, right? Maybe? No? Okay, yes, maybe next one? No? Maybe? No? Maybe? Maybe one more? Maybe? 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 Let's go. Okay. That took some time. Alrighty, J. Michael. That was an interesting interaction. Bro really came and asked for mod and then just immediately started swearing at me. So, that's a normal, sane, definitely not a 9-year-old response. Actually, I don't know. When did you guys first start swearing? For those who swearing? I can't really remember. I want to say it was like when I was probably in middle school. I don't think I really swore until I was like in 6th or 7th grade. I feel like playing sports, you're surrounded by a lot of it. I was infected by the hive mind of cussing. What the? When you were 3 and a third? Damn, bro's first words were literally just like dropping an expletive. I was going to use the bleep alert, but I actually realized I can't do that on the setup. Uh-oh. I'm gold. Nice. Yeah, I can hit that again. Oh, I could have if I actually maintained that height. That ceiling bounce is a little bit different than I thought it would be. Yeah, I'm just going to grab this. They're going to run out of steam eventually. Oh, I don't like that. Please win that. Oh, no. A classic I can fix it move from teammate that ends up just making it worse, unfortunately. If he just let me get that bounce, then I would have been able to land in front of it and get a 50, but instead we tried to deflect it, which ends up bumping each other. And then the third also tries a wait, I can fix it attitude and dives on in a ball in which they're pretty much certain to lose on the inside. And we get scored on 4. Nice. Hi, Ashton. Ex-Ssl are there divisions? No, it is just Ex-Ssl. It's super annoying to hear him compliment the team he likes when a team he doesn't like makes a good play. X is an average flat play. I don't feel like I hear that often, but maybe I will listen to it in the next EU one and then see if he genuinely does feel like it's more biased. I mean, I will say he does have a general EU bias. Like, even after the major, I think him and, like, Chalkcast had, like, a top 10 list, and he had, like, all of EU ahead of, like, G2 Stride. And I was like, did G2 Stride, didn't they just, like, get to the grand finals of the major? Like, you're not going to give them any credit for that? Like, that was a little weak, but then again, it's not like T-Bates isn't also a huge NA bias. But I think the reason why Johnny gets less of a, or more of a take is that I think we kind of all understand that T-Bates to a certain extent is kind of like a meme, you know? Like, he's kind of, the point of him is to be like a Stephen A. Smith, like really over the top person. Whereas like Johnny kind of comes off more as like, I am the objective analyst. So if he does something biased, it feels a bit more egregious. Hi, Mwan. That is huge, a huge NA bias, yes. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily a problem to be biased. I think so long as it doesn't overwhelmingly impact your work. So I think if you're always pro NA, it gets a little yike. It also shows humility and kind of, I don't know, like an actual narrative that can be driven into everything. Because I've definitely seen times where, like, that's why I don't really like it when casters do a character in a way. As much as I love my friend Seb, he at times has been susceptible of this in the collegiate scene, where we'll have Canadian teams, and he's a Canadian, so he'll be like, I'm going to vote for the Canadian team to win this one, because go Canada. And I'm like, at a certain point, that's not doing your job. Like, if you genuinely think that team is going to win, then yeah, vote for them. And then you can get all hype and say, go Canada. But, like, if you're just picking them just because they're Canadian, or if an analyst is like, you know what? 3 players picked this team, I'm going to pick the other one just to spice it up. It's like, you're not doing your job. Like, you choose the team you actively think is going to win. And sometimes, as someone who, you know, is a desk analyst and who does this stuff sometimes, like, yeah, there is a sense that you can do that, but that's only because, like, if I genuinely thought it was like a 60-40, and I'm like, you know what, I could see a world in which that could happen, then you vote it. But you don't just say, like, oh, I'm voting this just because no one else did. It's like, that's not how you do analysis. Oh boy. All right, Sky, you got that? All right, noise, noise, noise. Noise? Okay. Trying to slowly guide that. T-Bates? Yeah, I mean, I love T-Bates too. And I'm not going to say he's completely, like, out of his head. All right, Sky's asking me to queue. I'm going to be deadass. I don't know who that is off the top of my head. I don't know that username. So I'm going to ego them hard on that one. Plus I got a C1. I mean, they played well enough that I'm like, that's probably just a Smurf, but either way, I'm just like, I don't recognize that username whatsoever. So it's like something that happens a lot in ranked sometimes, where people will come in and be like, yo, Taco, what's up? Been a while. And I'm like, hi, I guess? like, I don't know if you're a person I even have ever talked to or recognized. It's hard to know. Yeah, but having a C1 definitely does not endear me to that person either. Teammate gets away with his NA bias because he's very vocal about it, where Johnny Boy tries to hide it but fails. I mean, potentially. Are you good at sports psychology? Sports psychology is a lot of other fields of psychology just under the sports label, so I guess I would say yes. Like, that's not where my training is, but I could probably answer some questions about it to a certain extent. Sports psych is just performance psych and cognitive psych all wrapped together with a little bit of clinical spiced in. And then selectively social, but mostly the other ones. Because it's kind of hard to have any psychology without a little bit of a social background. I also, one thing that probably sounds pretty obvious, but I just kind of occurred to me, I think another thing that's impacting how hard it is to play on a mobile setup is playing on a non-gaming monitor, or like a smaller monitor. Like I'm playing on this gaming laptop, which I think is like 14 inches, I want to say, and it's like, it's tough, straight up. Like I feel like, first of all, normally when I'm gaming, I'm looking here when I'm playing, so I'm able to like look forward and like kind of with the camera, but like look up here. But instead I'm looking down here, and it's on a much smaller monitor. Even though I'm like, feel like I'm closer to my monitor, I feel like it's definitely not like, when I'm looking downfield, I can't really tell the depth of some of the cars because they're like seemingly taking up like 4 pixels on my screen, you know? Sure. Touch that? Oh my. Yeah. Sure. Good fake. Unfortunately, we do not have the next one. You get that again, Baba? No, just kidding. That's fine. I just wanted to get past the first guy. And he got my boost. Oh my gosh. I was like, is he going to cut that inside or outside? I didn't think he would do that. It was a smart move by him. I definitely did not see that coming. Bubba, they're never going to see this one coming. Oh, I didn't. Are they in a full party? Yes, they are. You guys are sweaty right now. I was going for a lot of demos. I would argue too many demos. I don't like that pass at all. Can you coach me? I can give you advice. I don't do coaching unless you buy a coaching session in my Metafy. Which apparently you can't even do because Metafy is doing a site revamp, but instead of like doing what I assumed websites would do by like making a revamp in the background and keeping the site up, I tried to go to Metafy to get out some of my earnings because I did 2 sessions the other day. And it was just like, sorry, Metafy is shut down. And I'm like, why? Can I get my money first? Like, no, we're revamping the Metafy Pro, like the Metafy 2.0 site. I'm like, that's very cool and very pog, but again, can I just access the website just to withdraw my like $100? Just so I can move on with my day. Advice don't help for me. I would argue probably because you're not listening to the advice. What rank are you, Bronislav? You're gold? I already told you everything you need to know about that rank, if you were listening earlier. A difference like that is going to be huge. Can psychology cure my procrastination? Yes, technically. Procrastination, I would argue, is more about chunking tasks. I think the cure for my procrastination, well, not cure, but a huge remedy is being able to break a task into an outline to then scratch off different segments of. For example, my biggest thing was, let's say the classic thing for students, writing a paper. If you are trying to fix your procrastination, I would say the easiest way is by not thinking of a task as the overall holistic endpoint of saying, I am writing this 10-page paper. What you should be doing is, okay, it is due in 2 weeks. Break it up into, all right, how about one day? All I do is just gather my resources that I need. And then the next day is, okay, let's sketch out the argument or like the thesis of my paper and figure out what I'm really trying to say with these sources. Then the third thing is starting to be like, all right, let's see what the argument I wanted to do. Let's draw an outline of the paper. Here's my introduction. Here's my thesis. Here's the evidence I'm doing. Now in the body, I'm going to present argument number 1, or body 2, I'm going to argue argument number 2, blah, blah, blah. And then in my conclusion, I'm going to kind of bring it all back together and summarize. Then the next day, you write the intro. Next day, you write the body and edit the body or whatever. Like, do stuff like that. Because I feel like a lot of people, they're like, it's so hard to avoid it. I'm like, no, well, the problem is you're just trying to work on it in total. Whereas for me, breaking it into very small chunks each day gave me the sense that I'm still accomplishing it, and you are physically making progress, but you're not actually doing a task that takes 7 hours. You're doing a task that maybe takes 45 minutes to an hour every day. Also, there are such things as keystone habits that you can do, kind of like that help you make other things easier. Much like when you start working out, it makes eating healthier a little bit easier because you're building one thing into your routine, which makes building other things in your routine a little bit easier. So you don't want to just jump full in on going from very unproductive and procrastinating to like, I am the pinnacle of efficiency, but you want to take baby steps, and then eventually you'll find that it's actually easier and easier, and it's more about patterning. You're not going to turn yourself into someone who is hyper efficient. That's just through discipline straight up. I take this from someone who's very procrastinating in most of college up until grad school. All right, well, Bronislav said, can you coach me? And I said, well, I can give you advice. He says, well, that doesn't help. And I'm like, well, what's your advice? I can tell you more. And he's just like, nah. And then his not chat, it says, that's crazy. Ooh, don't go for the boost. That is a breakaway that you just gave up. All right, I'm moving forward. Bro did not pay attention. Laptop monitors are no bueno. I mean, this monitor is not bad. I think part of it is also that I'm trying to play on performance everything, like render detail and also like all the processing. So right now it's like everything is pixely as well. So it's not like you get the pixel density. Like I was playing Elden Ring on my PC off stream, and I was like, ooh, this looks great. I don't know, there's a lot of things going on. Granted, there's also a lot of stuff I could probably offload on this PC, but I don't have a lot of memory on this, so I feel like the RAM burden is also probably an issue to a certain extent. I just don't understand how that's even physically possible. We had 2 players in the goal, but both of them were not on the near post or in goal. So we just end up having a wide open touch into the middle. Very unfortunate. Oh, that wasn't caught. I was playing off his catch. Can I ask why Danger Taco? Why Bronislav Bajin? I'm assuming it's your name, but why not go with any other thing? Not having a username is still a choice. Oh, just something my friend came up with, and I was like, that's kind of dumb. And I was like, sure, let's use that as a username. Anyone also read the book, The Power of Habit? I have not read that. I've memorized all there is for psychology in my graduate training. Also, hello, Trevor. I think I said hi to you earlier. I've been floating between Plat 2 and Diamond 1. I know I'm not consistent with my touch in the air, so I'm working on it. I mean, that's good. Again, that's like a lot of what makes you better in those ranks, is just learning how to actually float through the air and hit the ball with purpose. And I feel like in lower ranks, it's really just about mastering that fast aerial and playing off the wall progressively. Getting used to that. Of course, I say that. Miscalculate that one touch on court. What you streaming on? I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now. We're on the mobile setup, so excuse the jank at times. In literally everything about the stream. As you can see, the frame rate dipping every once in a while will make things a little bit more complicated. Alright, I'm just gonna hope that spawns. It did not. Oh, that guy thankfully panicked that touch right before he actually had the chance at it. We're gonna lob that one to Slawfish. I guess that kind of works, except the guy stopped right below it. What the heck, Kilo? Oh, they're in a full party. Okay, these guys are actually kind of hard sweating this. I'm forward. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game. I'm just gonna spoil this for you guys, by the way. Based on these rotations, we are nowhere close to where we need to be, so this is definitely gonna be an L. Oh, whoops, I missed all those pads to report. So I could maybe recover if I had like 10 or 20 more. I had to side with that to make sure that got middle, not straight down line. Sorry, teammate. Kind of in the zone of right now, I'm not trusting anything that my teammates do, so see me double commit on some of them, that's why. Ooh, okay. We'll get away. Last time you played was 1 year ago. Well, always a fun time to get back in when you can. Hi, Road Rage Nathan. We are not touching that. Good flick up and over by that guy. That's not good. I cannot express to you how Jover these games are. On for it. We're gonna Q dodge a little bit. See if we can get a slightly more straightforward game. Checking in DMs just in case I missed something earlier. Okay. You're too passive. Homie, have you seen the games I'm in? There actually is not a way to play this game that is not passive right now. Again, I'm also playing on like half my FPS on a laptop mobile setup. So it's at a time I'm not usually playing. So we're playing about 5-6 hours earlier, which for some of you younger kids might be a problem, but not be a problem. But as you get older, your sleep schedule really dictates a lot of how your day's gonna go. So finding all that kind of crashing into me right now, it's very tough to play these games. I'm not trying to make too many excuses, but like it is very tough to be able to bring that all together. Right now, the reason I'm playing passive is because of all those times in the midfield where we're not touching the ball and we're not actually hitting it. If I just aggress and play on those, a lot of those goals just kind of turn into counters. So to prove a point, I will play super aggro this next game. We'll see how it goes. What rank is this? This is GC2. We're typically a bit higher, but we've been D-ranking as we've been trying to stream with this mobile setup. That's okay. We'll get it back. Hi Trevor, this is definitely not Ex-Ssl. This was not Ex-Ssl. This has not been Ex-Ssl in a bit. That's why our title is Perma-Washed, because it's just easier to tell people that we used to be Ex-Ssl most seasons, and now we're not. When you were Coconut? Coconut. Coconut is a much more consistent player than I am. Like, especially he plays way more 1v1 than I could. I would say in about 100 games, I'd probably take 5 off of it. 5 or 10. That's being pretty generous. Yeah, I don't grind nearly enough ones. Make that one. First off, get me on my actual home PC where I can actually play somewhat comfortably. That'd be a decent start. Hi KCB, I want some video IT courses. It's going really slow. I can pass and get a good job, and then I can buy some Rocket League lessons. Always nice. Alright guys, just to prove a point here, I'm going to play like an absolute psycho this game and see how it goes. Ooh, nice shot. That was just me sucking. Alright, smash. You wanna slap that? Tap that. Actually might be easier to play more psycho. My teammates are actually rotating pretty nice. Good change of pace. That's why you Q dodge occasionally. We're just gonna demo that guy. Oh, I thought he was gonna go into that touch. You got that smash? No?
Good luck.
Moon, thank you for the 100 bits. Appreciate you. Guess we're trying. We're trying to get use that luck to a certain extent. Smash? No? Yes? Maybe? Oh my gosh. Wow. Ex-Ssl above my head. That man at 100 boosts and still barely got that. Sure. Spawn, maybe? Did that, what? That was our demo. Or rather, us getting demoed. Hello? I'm hearing something creak. Sounds like, did I accidentally trap a cat in here again? Spooky, there's a ghost in the apartment. I'm gonna leave an earmuff off just in case I hear it again. Not really sure. No, that's bad. Or rather, not really. It's probably more out of turn. Noise. What's going on? I'm generally not sure what I'm hearing in that chat. Cool, that was lovely. What would you say for plat? As in like actually playing in plat? You should be working on your fast area. Or just in general getting better at your areas. The golds that become plats are just ones who aerial, and then the ones who become diamond are the ones who actually aerial well. And actually do something with their areas. So learning how to fast aerial and learning how to do it consistently is probably the biggest thing. A lot of people think they know how to fast aerial, but in reality they're just jumping twice and not actually like using the button combo correctly. Like yes, jumping twice does get you up quickly, but doesn't actually do it in a way that saves you boost. Or allows you to do much else with the ball. I don't know why I'm such a bot on that one. I really thought he would land too close to a field to rebound it, but he did not. No. Guess how much that record board. Alrighty, let's go. Misses. Or it's stuck, I don't know. Yeah, it's because I have to update the settings on Reddit. So I guess for you guys on YouTube, it doesn't really matter if you're seeing only Twitch because you can see the YouTube messages, but I don't know. I was like a GCM only plat, sorry, D1. I mean, GC is just a little yikes. I would like to actually play this rank on like my normal setup. I'm doing mobile setup most likely you guys. I also haven't uploaded a short in a bit, and I've noticed that it's definitely affecting my viewership on these shorts. It's not really slapping views in the same way. Maybe that's just an evening thing. Maybe there's just fewer people who watch lives in the middle of the day. Like right now, for example, we are 2 hours in. We have 5,000 views on YouTube, whereas normally we'd be around 10 to 15,000. 6 months, by the way. I just don't understand how it's possible. We double commit on that first off. That's one thing. But Smash Happy's playing this as if that was like a real shot, as opposed to like something that he could just save by driving forward. Excuse me. Just gonna pick up this. Basically, like, when we put a mill. Nice. Immediately after this game, I'm going to go and check if the cat that I'm staying with is trapped in this room, because I'm hearing like this weird creaking noise. It's like an animal is trying to step on something. Oh my god, my frames just jittered there. That scared the crap out of me. That was like the worst time for my. Yeah, hopefully I didn't lock the cat here. I'm kind of anxious. And if so, then is there like a squirrel on the walls or something? What's going on? Didn't produce it. Well, I mean, I'd have to do 7 in a row. So I was like, you know what? Let me just take a break, and we'll see. Genuinely lost. I don't know what it is. It sounds like there's like someone stepping on. It's probably someone like upstairs walking around and the floor is creaking or whatever. Michael, I'm very confused what point you're trying to make or what joke you're trying to get across or what weird thing you're doing, but already getting to kind of lock and tackle, lock those views in. Honestly, it's mostly just me playing horrifically. That's probably half of it, but you know, it's fine. Like some people saying gay. No, I'm fine with it. In fact, this is a conversation I have a lot. The vibe I'm getting out of you, Michael, is that you're just trying to get people to argue, or you're trying to just be saying something really like, "Oh, timeout last time." Yeah, I mean, I can't see your chat history on YouTube, but I can assume it was because you were basically saying 99% things that were fine, and then you would selectively try to poke the bear on other stuff, and that's why we timed you out. How you doing, Spade? My quality, no flashy background makes a huge difference. My quality? Is my quality worse right now? Like, it's a different mic, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like horrific. You guys can hear what I'm saying at the very least. I would say the biggest thing is I feel like I'm playing like absolute garbage right now compared to like what I normally am playing. It doesn't help that even just the physical, like, I don't know, just in game I'm like dropping frames randomly. I think right now it's like, yeah, loading into this game, I am currently at 120 frames as my absolute max, which is not it. You're a little quiet and the game is loud. Well then. We'll have to turn down the game quality so you can hear absolutely none of it. That is my solution to this issue. Cool. Is that better? Yeah, I'm not even 100 frames right now. That's a huge issue. I would say part of this is, God, it's so janky, bro. It's like I'm playing a slideshow at times. I don't know how the stream looks. Stream's probably fine at 60 FPS, but like my actual screen, I'm seeing like the weirdest frame drops in these games. Ah, sad. Way more chill now. Okay. Yeah, part of this issue is that I'm using a casting mic, and it's specifically set so that when I'm casting, you can hear every word super clearly. But when I'm streaming, I'm usually talking like much more calmly, and so I think on the low end, it's very hard to hear what I'm saying half the time. So yeah, my bad. I don't want to screw with the the settings, because frankly, I'd rather keep them at the settings there are right now, but I understand your qualms. All right, Michael, I think you kind of just showed that you have one form of joke, and it's not as funny, so we'll just see you next time. And by next time, I mean your band. My gosh. Twitch size look fine for video quality. I don't know how YouTube side is looking. I think it's fine. I mean, part of it is probably just that fact that I'm streaming to 2 outlets at once, so maybe it's affecting how much of a heave my GPU is doing. But my God, the frame rate in game, like you guys can't see it because of the chat overlays, but I'm at 114 right now as like my absolute max. Like in free play and on like my Steam workshops, it's fine. The moment I load it into a game, like the frame rate just tanks like crazy. It's making it very hard to like make certain reads because I can't 100% tell like how fast the ball is moving immediately. Because I'm getting like the information in piecemeal, you know? Also, for those of you guys who are like, why'd you ban Michael? He's not saying anything bad. It's because he's a gimmick. Like, I don't like any chatters that your whole thing is just repeating the same joke over and over, or if your whole point of your count is just to say one thing and nothing else. Like, at a certain point, you are no different than like, oh, the Michael bot, and then you just go and say something random. Oh, do you mean gay means happy? Haha, get it? The chat's gay? Get it? Because, like, it's the same. Get it? 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 Just poking the chat. And it's like, bro, we understand. Like, like, I'm not banning them because, like, oh, no, he said gay. It's literally just because he has nothing else to provide the chat. And I don't know if he's dead serious, but, like, the fact that he's actually playing the martyr thing and be like, I can't believe this guy banned me last time. Yeah, it's because you were probably doing the exact same thing. Like, please just tell us a different joke. Act like a human. Express an opinion. God, what a terrible touch. My bad. Bang. No. You bang. Hi, Zoe. I want to be a tease for a bit? No. See, the thing is, if you want to do a gimmick, that's fine. But the moment the streamer's like, all right, we get it. Move on. Like, the joke doesn't get funnier by repeating it over and over. At the very least, like, I've had people in chat tell jokes multiple times, but, like, they at least, like, let it sit for a bit and then bring it back. That's where it becomes a callback. But you can't do a callback on something that you've never stopped doing. That's where, like, I progressively start losing my brain power to deal with it because you guys are just so hard to police sometimes in the YouTube chat. Mainly because I know a lot of you are probably, like, very young kids, like, you're 15 or younger. All right. Not the Michael thing. Oh, you're talking about the goal. Sometimes you just want to give a little smooch to someone. Oh. I'm gonna be NPC. Hi, Zales, by the way. No. Nice cut. Cool. Are the most dangerous tacos here? Yes. Hello, Laws. I was having that issue the other day and never did find the resolution. I want to be an NPC because my life's so dreadful I can only drive dopamine from being an idiot in chat. I mean, that's the thing, though, is like, if you're an idiot in chat, that's fine, but an NPC is like, yeah, maybe someone who just has one line or something, but at the very least, like, if you're, like, at least, like, interacting and, like, bouncing off other people, maybe if you're not, like, you know, cracking any original jokes or whatever, I don't even mind that. It's just, like, you have to have some mild semblance of a personality. Otherwise, again, you just become, like, an AI chatbot in the worst, or not even an AI chatbot, just, like, a regular chatbot. Just call and response. Hi, Lando. It's going all right. I can't wait to get back to my home setup. Tomorrow is my last full day here, and then I'm going to be back to my delightful setup. And more importantly, my kitties! I've left my cats alone for a week. with food and automated timer. And so hopefully I can get back to them, and they're gonna be like, yeah, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah, and then I'm gonna spend several hours petting them and giving them treats to apologize for leaving them alone. Because I had someone who was gonna check up on them a couple days and like play with them and keep them busy and whatever, but unfortunately last second they were actually taking a trip to actually the same city I am, funnily enough, but I was like, yeah, unfortunately last second they're like, ooh, sorry, I have to go out of town. I was like, no. Bang, bar down. Yup. Yup. Same, the attack is the weekend in Lando's chat, and even myself is getting annoyed with it. I mean, but that's the thing though, is like you're still in the chat as a person. That's what I'm trying to like clear up with some of these people. I feel like part of the issue is also like it's just a youth thing for sure. Like not necessarily a maturity. I'm not going to go out there and be like, you guys aren't mature enough. It's literally just the fact that like when I'm talking with like YouTube chat specifically, because it tends to be on average younger than my Twitch chat. Like earlier we had Ibrahima and Leroy just start talking to each other, and I guess they got into an argument because one of them was like, ah, you're mad, and the other guy was like, I'm not mad. And then we were like, hey guys, just stop talking to each other. Like if you guys are having beef with each other, just stop talking to each other. And then they just kept going back and forth, back and forth. Eventually I was like, guys, I cannot play any simpler. Just shut up. Just stop talking to each other. Just stop. You're done. If you keep doing it, you're getting timed out. And then one of them was like, they started. I'm like, what did I just say? And then the other person goes, yeah, listen to him. Like, yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, screw that guy talking about it. I'm like, fine. And then I just timed out both of them for 24 hours. Or maybe it's Dr. banned them, I can't remember. But either way, I'm just like, it's not that hard to just listen to the streamer. My God, you're so petty. Turned out at least one of them was 11, so, you know, that's the explanation to that. But still, I just don't understand how their brains just can't compute that. Hey guys, there's gonna be consequences if you don't shut up. Refuses to shut up, gets banned, and then they're like, the last message Ibrahima had before I timed her out for like, or them out for like, a day was like, wait, what? Why am I getting punished? I'm like, homie, there's no shot you're confused right now. I finals again tomorrow. What am I gonna do with you not streaming at late night? Probably get actual sleep, bro. You get up at like 2, 3 a.m. I think you need to actually focus on your studies. Oh, that's something close. Ah. All right, hopefully this game, also a good matchup. Minimum wage job, Artsy Moon. Best of luck. Not the best shot, but I had to catch up to it first. Sag. Whoa! Oh, no! We just got skipped right by. Scary. All right. Turn. All right. Big Zaner. Oh, wow. The balls on that man. Just letting me skate on through. Okay, cool. I was a little scared there. I shouldn't have gone all the way up. I assumed that'd be fine. And it's not. And of course it's a goal. I'm such an idiot. Every time. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, cool. We have 2 players back. And not only did they both move up, they both bumped each other, which is not a thought I would figure it would happen on Fort. It's another lesson I've learned from playing at this rank, that apparently I need to be slapping into my head repeatedly. Anytime you think it's all fine, there's always like about a 40% chance it will not be. I feel like I need a compilation of how often that exact situation has happened on stream, where I've said, all right, this should be easily enough handled by my 2 teammates, and then it goes into my net within like 3 seconds later. I would say we're actually at least like in 20 different iterations of that exact moment. Hey, Dragon Knight. Not much is good, to be honest. The streams have been kind of lackluster lately, but we're on vacation, so that's to be expected. We're also playing on a setup we're not used to. Oh no. Make me calm down. Well, I'm glad it's a safe place. So close, chat, but personally, I touch a ball. Can I get out? Can I get let out? Can I just make them watch this so we can understand why I want them to leave? You had 100 boost, and we're just not getting these touches? Okay, I guess we're going to play this game. On Fort. Save the mental angle. The mental angle. Good shot. There we go. Okay, there's one. I'm in love with you. Whoa! That went way too fast, homie. Okay. Nice demo. Hey, Romahan, thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. Sure. You know what? I should have just known. This would just devolve into both teams now throwing. Yagami, how you doing? I am doing whatever right now because we are on a mobile setup. I'm not a huge fan of how this game feels on the setup. I think I'm also just dual streaming. I should probably just like pick a stream and stay with only one. Maybe that would save my performance on this PC a little bit. I'm assuming. No. I wanted to tap to beat the defender and then tap that in the middle. Hopefully you're doing well, Yagami. Also got a Zig. I see you creeping in there. Mister's just vibing with a content creator they enjoy. No one's touching the ball. On foot. Is that a fake Jamaican coconut in my chat? Why would you be like that? Or is that the real Jamaican coconut? Hi, Dasher. The only time I'm not stressing is when I'm watching a Danger Taco stream. Good. I take all your stress and put it into my stream. Please let me out. Let me out, thank you. Oh my gosh. Definitely have that feeling way too often. All right, get boost, and we should be scored on. Yes, that is kind of how I feel when I'm streaming these games lately. Definitely feels like I'm just kind of doing a D-ranking simulator on days like this. I solve problema. Leaving is saving the mental approach. I mean, I already abandoned one game today because we physically could not touch the ball in our half and got scored on, I think, 4 times in the first minute, and I'm just like, I'm good. I'm good at a certain point. I don't know. These streams are just frustrating because it's like I'm like all day, I'm like super psyched to stream and get to you guys, and then I start streaming and it's just like hashtag not the same. It's very, very much so. I'm just like, ugh. Like, like I'm just kind of like waiting and waiting and waiting to like get back to my old setup. It just feels so janky playing on this one. Like, I like how it's like technically feasible, but it doesn't really feel super good. It's very sad. Either way. Yeah, honestly, the way the streams are going, I'm kind of I'm struggle bussing to keep this one going, so I might just end stream, just call it, take the L for today. Oh my god, well, I'm gonna end stream anyway. Anyway, my friend has come home, so abrupt end, but bye everybody. Because I already told people I was